What is good? It's the Ruckus. We got round 2 of the mini comic wave from Marvel Legends. This go round we have Ultimate Miles Morales. Now let's pause right there on that before I continue, just so you guys can understand. This is, once again, it's in the title, Ultimate Miles Morales. That's because this figure represents Miles Morales as he appeared when he was first introduced into comics, and that was in the Ultimate Universe. He is the sole remnant of the Ultimate Universe back in the day. Made his way over here, and for those that didn't know, why was he in the Ultimate Universe? He was bitten by the same spider that Peter Parker was from that universe. And if you guys are up on that, you know that Peter Parker ended. I'll put it that way. We are on YouTube. He ended, and he ended while battling that universe's version of the Green Goblin. And then Miles Morales showed up. And you know, like I said, he took over basically. And then when the Ultimate event happened, and after in the aftermath of that, all of the Ultimate characters were gone except Miles Morales. So that catches you up. If you want more detail, you're going to have to look it up. You know, get with it. You know, utilize that Marvel Unlimited subscription you have. Anyway, you see what we got going on there. Miles Morales, the Ultimate Spider-Man. That's what the logo says at the top there. And that's exactly how it went down back then. The Ultimate Spider-Man, just like that. It was in the wake of the passing of Peter Parker. And it's crazy, too. The last thing is that just like, you know, Pete kicked off the Ultimate Universe. It was, he had his comic book, you know what I'm saying? And he went down, and yeah, he went down swinging. I'll put it that way. Anyway, you see the miniature comic book there. You see Miles' accessories. He's got, it's crazy. He's got he's got 1.5 pair of hands. Besides what he comes attached to his body, and another head sculpt, the masked head sculpt. That's crazy. Just give us 2 full sets of hands in addition to what he's wearing on his wrists. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, the packaging looks nice, retro card style. We look at the back here, and you see the figures, the 6 figures that are in this collection. And you get a better look at that comic that has been miniaturized for the theme of this wave. And we have a little readout. In Miles Morales, the Ultimate Spider-Man #1, Miles must work to overcome the disappearance of his father and aftermath of the battle with Galactus. So we've got Miles out of packaging, and of course, as always, we'll get to him momentarily. But we will check out the accessories that come with the figure. And in this case, we will be checking out the 1.5 pair of hands that our guy has come with. We've got a right fist, a left, what do we call them? Mini comic grabbing hand. And we also have a right thwipper. He comes out of packaging with a left thwipper and a wall crawling hand. So let's get this straight. We get basically 2 thwippers, 1 wall crawling hand, 1 fist, and of course the mini comic hand. That's that's just crazy to me. We also get this head sculpt. Let's take a closer look at this, and we can see how nice this head sculpt is. The line work is great. And the red perimeter around the eyes, good. I don't see any discrepancies with the white lenses, so happy about that. The top is also looking pretty nice there. And finally, the mini comic, and that's looking pretty nice there. As always, we saw our first offering with the Ultimate Iron Man, and same deal, the original artwork on the cover, just miniaturized. And then of course the entire thing, it's molded in the shape of a book, a comic book to be precise, pretty nice. And then of course on the rear we have the Marvel Legends series logo, emblem, and yeah, so that's pretty cool right there. And as far as the figure is concerned, this is the, I would have to say, this is probably, yeah, this is the new Teen Buck. And it's pretty good. It's not without its flaws, but this is pretty good. You know, of course, I mess with it, getting the joints loose and seeing exactly where all the points of articulation are, which we will go through once we check our boy out. So we got him close up, and of course, the first thing we're gonna peep is the if I can get focused in. Jeez. Wow, that took some doing. Apologies for all the seconds that I wasted just on that. Anyway, there's that head sculpt, and pretty nice. It's you know, they make it look like a younger man, which is cool. And still getting out of focus. It's trying to get out of, there we go. I got to be a certain distance from the camera, I guess. And hair's looking good. Looks like he just left the barbershop. Pretty nice. The rest of him, you know, Miles Morales colors are black and red. Pretty nice for him. He's maintained that color scheme throughout, no matter what changes to the costume itself have been. It's always been black and red. So this figure is molded in black, and you got the red. The webbing is right there, and the spider logo looks pretty cool. We've got the you know, it V's down there, and looking at it, mine looks like it's intact, no flaws with the paint. And then across the shoulders, pretty nice. And then, of course, we've got the red for the hands, and the black rings around it on the back. The spider logo is looking real decent there too, and yeah, no flaws. So my figure's pretty cool. The articulation, his head is on a ball hinge, and it's a good one. Look how high up he can look. He'd do well. He could be a flyer, and of course he can look low, as you can see. You don't get much in the way of tilt, not really. You get some, but you know, just a little bit. Of course, he can rotate 360. He can do better than a T-pose. And of course, he can 360 if you want him to. He's got butterfly joints, so he can rear back decently. Let's see what that looks like. And here's something good. Look how well he can bring his arms across. If I can get the joint in the right position. There we go. Well, this wasn't happening when I was messing with him, but it wants to act up now. I'll get it though. At least I think I will. Having issues. Let's try that, and now see if we can go across. He worked well when I had him out playing with him. This is almost embarrassing, but he can. I actually got him to clasp, cross his hands, quite frankly, and now I'm having issues with him. So yeah, thanks Miles, you made me look ridiculous. Anyway, he's got the bicep swivel, he's got the double jointed elbows, pinless of course, swiveling wrists, and they hinge horizontally. He's got a diaphragm where he can go forward that much, go back that much. He can go side to side, and he can rotate, and he has an inverted crunch. So combine that, and you get that much. Not bad. Go back that much. Not bad. Legs look kind of weird. And here's where there's something to be desired. It'd be nice if he could do the splits better than this, but this is what we get. And they look like they'd be drop down, but they're not really drop down. They're just off. You can kick this far forward, way back, but that's because the legs are off. You've got the thigh cut. He's got the double jointed knees, as you can see there. He's got a calf cut. And he can point his toe that far forward, that far up. He's got ankle pivot and holes at the bottom of his feet. So, yeah, if with the exception of not really being able to do the splits, you know, as much as we would like our spider characters to be able to do, he does have some good articulation, and I just couldn't let it alone. And I'm telling you, he can cross them even better than that. But I had to try again before putting him back on the display stand. So, yeah, that's how that goes down. And yeah, that's the new Team Buck on our Ultimate Miles Morales there. So, yeah, I think it's a good one, except for those hips. Here's Miles with his masthead sculpt and holding the mini comic. One of the 2 times that you will see him displayed with it. I already told you in the last review that you'll probably see them all when they do the group shot together, holding their respective books. For comparisons, I pulled out the original Ultimate Miles Morales. This was a Walmart exclusive way back in the day, and definitely come a long way since this guy on our right here. But I'll tell you something, because of how large he is and just the, I don't know, I'm getting Shift vibes. And if you don't know who Shift is the clone of Miles Morales. And he is bigger than Miles. And considering how this guy looks on our right, I may use him as Shift. Who knows? Looks good though. You know, together anyway. And finally we have Ultimate Green Goblin. This is the guy who was responsible for the passing of Ultimate Peter Parker. This, by the way, was a Build-A-Figure. So, summing up the Marvel Legends mini comic wave of retro card figures, we got Ultimate Miles Morales, aka Spider-Man, as our second offering in terms of this line of reviews going on. And my conclusion here is it's a very, very nice figure. We got a new Teen Buck, so that's cool. And this Teen Buck is got almost everything going for it. We've got the inverted ab crunch along with the diaphragm. We've got the butterfly joints, and of course, pinless everything. If anything, in terms of articulation, the articulation in the hips leaves something to be desired. And the other thing that leaves much to be desired is this crazy, well, if I include the hands that are on the figure itself, 2.5 pair of hands, it's just astounding to me. Of course, we've got that comic, and once again, great job from Hasbro being able to compress and effectively make a mini comic out of it. Definitely a replica of the original from years past. That was definitely cool. Paint apps on my figure, at least, they're very nice indeed. And oh, speaking of those hands, I may as well get some mileage out of the hands. With the comic grabbing holding hand, you can, as you can see here, you could utilize webbing. He can hold webbing with it, so that is cool. And of course, you can see that I'm using third-party webbing, which is also cool. I never sleep on the third-party things. So let me know what you guys think below. in the comments. What do you think about this? Pass, fail, what's up? And does the lack of full pairs of hands get on your nerves like it's obviously gotten on mine? Let me know that too. While you're down there, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. You know the rules. This is The Ruckus. That is Ultimate Miles Morales. And this is the mini comic wave from Hasbro Marvel Legends. And until next time, we are out. Peace.